So hello everyone, in this video we are going to see another recursion based problem which is nth Fibonacci number. So in this problem, so basically if you can see on the screen there is some input and output. So if the input n equals to 6, then the output that we are getting is 8, and if the input n is equals to 3, then in that case we are getting the output as 2. Now you may get confused if you don't know what is a Fibonacci series. So first of all, before explaining further, I would first of all explain what is a Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series looks something like this. So initially it has two numbers. Now whatever the next number will be there, it will be calculated by adding the previous two numbers. So now the next value that will come over here will be 0 plus 1, which will be 1. Now the again next value will be 1 plus 1, 2. So simply in every case, what we are doing is we are simply calculating the sum of the previous two numbers. So the next value will be 1 plus 2, 3, and again the next value will be 3 plus 2, 6, and the next value will be, sorry, 3 plus 2, 5. See, 3 plus 2, 5. So the next value will be 3 plus 2, 8, and again in this way we will move further. So after 8 it will be 8 plus 5, 13, and again so on we can go on. So now basically in this case the n value that we have is basically the position value. So position will be somewhat like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So whenever we are given a number n which is 6, we have to find what value will come at the sixth position in the Fibonacci series. So as you can see, the value that we have in the Fibonacci series at sixth position is 8. Now what value will come at the place of 3? So at third position in the Fibonacci series we have the value 2. So in this way we have to return. So basically, if you have understood, so the concept of solving a Fibonacci series is something like this. So for a value n, we simply do n minus 1 plus n minus 2. So if we have to find the what the number or value will come at the nth position, so for sixth position if we have to check, what we do is we simply sum the value at the fifth and the fourth position. Okay, so in this case, for finding the value at sixth position, the value at the fifth position is 5 and value at fourth position is 3. So the value at sixth position that we have got is 8. So this is the idea beside solving a Fibonacci series. So let's now see how we can write the code for this problem. So first of all, we will write a function fib which will take an integer n, and this n is the position value in the Fibonacci series. So as we have seen, what simply we have to do is we have to return, for calculating a value at nth position, we have to calculate the fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2. Means we have to do the sum of previous two values. So in this way we can simply get the uh, Fibonacci number at nth position. Now what can be the base condition in this case? So the base condition is basically there will be two base conditions. As you can see that initially this 0 and 1 was given to us, because when we will check for 0th value, we don't have anything in behind that, and also for 1 we don't have two values previous to 1. So simply the starting two values are given to us for the Fibonacci series, and then we continue to calculate the further values. So if n is equals to 0, we will simply return 0, and if n is equals to 1, we will return 1. So this will be our base condition. Now let's see how this function call will happen. So in this case, let's consider an example where we are calling for fib of 3. So when we will call fib of 3, it will check n value is not 0, n value is not 1. So it will execute this statement. So it will call this fib of 2 plus fib of 1. Now for fib of 2, it will again check these two conditions: n equals to 0, n equals to 1. Both of them are false. So it will again call fib of 1 plus fib of 0. So now in this case, fib of 1, So for fib of 1, we have simply n is equals to 1, so it will return simply 1. So 1 will return, 1 will be returned by this value. Just a minute. Uh, Let me change the color so it will be much easier. So fib 1 will return 1. Again, fib 0 will return 0 as n value is 0. So fib 0 will return 0. Now fib 2 will return 1 plus 0, which is 1. So fib 2 has returned its value. Now fib 1 will be checked. Fib 1 will simply return 1 because n value is 1. And now since both of them has returned their values, 1 plus 1 will be 2. So fib 3 will return its value as 2. So the answer we got will be 2. Now in this case, the time complexity, if we will check, so it will not be order of n, but the time complexity will be big O of 2 raised to power n. Now how come we get this time complexity? Because for each function call, you see, fib of n, we are making two function calls, fib of n minus 1 and fib of n minus 2. So that is why now if we have to further solve this function call, we will again make two calls, and for this again we will make two calls. So for every single function call, we are making two function calls. So that is why the time complexity will be big O of 2n, 2 raised to power n. And the space complexity in this case will simply be big O of n, because in the function call we are making n function call stack will have n values in it. So the space complexity will be big O of n. So this is how we can calculate the n Fibonacci number. Now let's see the code for this problem. So we have simply done the same code which we have discussed, where if we have to find the Fibonacci number and the integer value is n, we will simply calculate, return this value, fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2, and we have also written the base cases over here, where our n, whenever our n value is 0, we will return 0, and whenever our n value is 1, we will return 1. Now we have called this fib on the input value 6. So as we have seen in the example, whenever we will call it on 6, we will get the output as 8. So also let's check for 3. So for 3 we have seen we should get the output as 2. So the output that we have got is 2, as you can see over here. So that's all for this video. We are going to see another problem in the next video. Thank you.